Mumbai hit and run case. More details of the BMW Brat driving that car. At the time we hear Mihir was in fact indeed drunk. Mihir knowingly continued with that murderous drive. Mihir was aware that the woman was stuck in that BMW tire and yet decided to drive for 1.5 kilometers. Motorists asked Mihir to stop. He didn't, ignored all signals to stop from many passers-by. Mihir, we believe, is not cooperating fully in the probe, though he has said that he regrets what happened. He made a big mistake. His career is finished, etc. But Mihir allegedly isn't fully revealing all details that went by. Mihir and the driver's joint grilling on the sequence of the crash is going to be scheduled. Remember, the cops have established that Mihir has had his alcohol in the bar, and even after he exited that bar at 1:30, he was at another place between those hours of 1:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. when that crash happened. So he's gone elsewhere and consumed alcohol as well. Details of this killer Brat now surfaces, where it appears in investigation that Mihir very well knew that the lady was stuck on his bonnet. He yet decided to drive in a rash fashion, trying to escape the crime scene, and drove so fast despite passers-by trying to warn him that there's a person stuck on his bonnet. They tried to stop him while he was driving in full speed. Mihir still continued. Finally, they stopped, pulled the lady off the bonnet, threw her on the ground, and we believe that's when Mihir's driver, Raj Rishi, took over the wheels and literally drove on her body and sped from the spot. Shocking details that's coming to fore on this BMW hit-and-run case in Mumbai. Saurabh Bakhtania joining us live for more on that from Mumbai. Saurabh, please give us more details. We hear that, and it's no surprise that Mihir wouldn't have seen that lady stuck on his bonnet. We believe she was dragged for 1.5 kilometers, willfully, intentionally, only so he could escape the crime scene. But information is that there are several people who saw this and tried to stop him. Is that true?
Well, shocking details emerging, Nabila, in this entire case, and this was a clear, intentionally done by the accused Mihir Shah, clearly to kill the woman on spot, because he knew that if woman stays alive, then he will be in deep trouble. And this was intentionally done because 1.5 kilometers is a pretty long stretch. She was dragged on this bonnet of the car, and later on in the reverse position, the woman was again moved down so that it can be made sure that the woman is died on the spot. And this is what the intention of Mihir was in the entire crime which was committed by him. The police sources to India Today have confirmed that Mihir Shah has accepted his crime. In fact, now what he's saying, he's actually playing an emotional card, Nabila. Let me tell you what he's saying in the police investigation, that this was instantly done. He did not know what to do, and therefore this entire thing happened. Now he is remorse, and he thinks that what he has done was not right. Someone has died due to his crime. So he's trying to play an emotional card. But let me tell you, this was a very pre-planned, intentionally done, because not just at one place, Mihir Shah has consumed alcohol at one other place in Malad as well. This is what the police has found in the investigation. So clearly, if you are drinking and then driving, you are intentionally causing danger to someone else's life. This is what is in the IPC as well. And now this will be proved in other sections as well, that drinking and driving, you are intentionally causing hurt to someone else. And this becomes strict. And now let me tell you, this is a twist in this case. How is the police going to prove in court that Mihir was under alcohol? Now what the cops also suspect, Nabila, let me tell you, that he had consumed drugs as well. Not just alcohol, but there was consumption of drugs as well. This is what the police suspect. But how are they going to prove this in court? Because after 60 hours of committing this crime, Mihir Shah was actually arrested. And what we are learning from the sources, that there are no traces of alcohol and drugs, and therefore to prove this particular thing in court, it will be very difficult, and this will cause a benefit of doubt to Mihir Shah in court as well. Because what police is saying, they have CCTV footage, they have the pubs bill, but how much that will be admissible in court is a big question mark. For the moment, the police have also recreated the entire crime scene. At the same time, when this particular incident took place in the wee hours, same time, both the accused were taken to the spot. A recreation of the entire crime scene was done. There were forensic experts as well. There are CCTV cameras which are still being examined by the police official. And further investigations are on in this particular case, Nabila.
You know, it's, well, alcohol and drugs, it hasn't been traced. But the fact that Mihir crashed into that lady, willingly drove for 1.5 kilometers, knowing very well that she was on his bonnet, amounts to nothing less than murder. Let's just hope the cops, the court really sees through this crime. Thanks very much for joining us, Saurabh.